Te Papa Tongarewa Museum of New Zealand is the National Museum of New Zealand in Wellington. Its earliest predecessor was the Colonial Museum, founded in 1885 by James Hector. The National Gallery of New Zealand was later merged into the current Te Papa. The museum is visited by 1 million people every year. The collections cover 3 areas. History. There are approximately 25,000 objects, of which 7,000 are clothing and textiles, the oldest dating from the 16th century. It also includes the New Zealand Postal Archive of approximately 20,000 stamps and related items. In addition, there is a Pacific collection of approximately 13,000 historical and contemporary Pacific Island objects. Nature. Collections of fossils of vertebrates, plants, native birds, amphibians, reptiles, insects and other animals. Culture. Fine art and visual culture collections, photography, Maori cultural monuments, Tauna Maori, Pacific culture and social and cultural history. There are also several archives and an extensive library known as Te Aka Matua. The permanent exhibitions show the historical, cultural and artistic face of New Zealand and are divided into 6 themed floors. The art collection contains paintings mainly from the periods of Impressionism, Symbolism, Expressionism, Cubism and Surrealism.
But the punishment awarded.
The thoughts of any delivery has been an infernal hothouse, a perfect hell on earth. I will never.
Together, St. Gerard's Church and Convent forms one of Wellington's most distinctive and iconic landmarks. Both buildings are located on Mount Victoria in Wellington and are classified as Category 1 Historic Places by the New Zealand Historic Places Trust. They are built on the site of a 16-room house, called Fitzgerald's Folly, and property owned by James Edward Fitzgerald. He is said to have been the first Prime Minister of New Zealand. The buildings were sold on March 27, 2023. The buyer was the recently incorporated St. Gerard's Limited. Parliament House, Te Whare Paremata, in Lambton Quay, Wellington, is the main building of the New Zealand Parliament. Contains a meeting room, speaker's office, visitor centre and committee rooms. It was built between 1914 and 1922. It replaced an earlier building that burned down in 1907. The Parliament began to use the building, which had not yet been completed, from 1918. The Parliament building was renovated between 1991 and 1995. It is open to visitors almost every day of the year and is one of Wellington's main tourist attractions.
She Old St. Paul's, formerly St. Paul's Pro-Cathedral, is a historic site, city landmark, tourist attraction, and wedding and event venue in the heart of Wellington. The building served a dual role as Thorndon Parish Church and as the interim cathedral of the Wellington Diocese of the Church of England from 1866 to 1964. It is an example of 19th-century Gothic architecture adapted to colonial conditions and materials, and stands on Mulgrave Street, near the Houses of Parliament. St. Paul's Wellington Cathedral, also called St. Paul's Cathedral or Wellington Cathedral, is an Anglican cathedral church located on Hill Street, at its junction with Molesworth Street, in Thorndon, Wellington. It is located near the Parliamentary Precinct. The cathedral is the mother church of the Diocese of Wellington and the seat of the Bishop of Wellington within the Church of England, with jurisdiction over Aotearoa, New Zealand, and Polynesia.
The North Island Main Trunk, NIMT, is the main railway line in the North Island of New Zealand, connecting the capital city Wellington with the country's largest city, Auckland. The line is 682 kilometers long, built to the New Zealand rail gauge of 1,067 millimeters, and serves the large cities of Palmerston North and Hamilton. Most of the NMT is single track with frequent passing loops, but sections at each end that also handle suburban commuter traffic are double tracked. Public transport in the Wellington Region, branded under the name Metlink, is the public transport system serving Wellington and its surrounding region. It is the most used public transport system in New Zealand per capita, and consists of electric and diesel buses, suburban trains, ferries, and a funicular, the Wellington Cable Car. It also included trams until 1964, and trolleybuses until 2017. Buses and ferries are privately owned, infrastructure is owned by public authorities, and public transport is often subsidized. The Greater Wellington Regional Council is responsible for planning and subsidizing public transport and pays approximately $30 million each year for bus and train services. The system covers Wellington City, Lower Hutt, Upper Hutt, Paremata, Kapiti Coast, and Wairarapa.
With this, we say goodbye to the North Island of New Zealand. The ferry takes us south to the town of Nelson. But more on that in the next 12th episode from the Southern Island of New Zealand.